So I'm Harvey Smith, co-creative director of Dishonored at Arcane Studios. Rafael Colantonio is the other co-creative director. He's not here right now. Dishonored is a game where you play a supernatural assassin called Corvo Attano. He was the bodyguard of the Empress, falsely accused of her murder, and as a masked assassin, he's out for revenge or to set things right. Dishonored takes place in a steampunk city called Dunwall. It's in the grip of a terrible plague, and a tyrannical ruler has taken control using strange new technologies. The art style is very unusual. We work with Victor Antonov as our visual designer. He was the Half-Life 2 art director. And we work with Sebastian Mitton, who is our art director. And together, they've made this painterly style that we love a lot. Gameplay systems allow you to play creatively. We very much believe in simulation and player choice. So at any point you can take many different pathways through the levels. You can choose different powers. Your morality is up to you. You can play either very violently or not violently at all.
Fucking longer do I have?
We love stealth from the first person, but the way it works in our game is it is occlusion based with a view cone. So your enemies have view cones, and if you stay out of that view cone, they don't see you. And if you move quietly and in stealth mode, they don't hear you. But the way it works is if I see an enemy down the street at a distance and he's turning to face me, I might go into stealth mode behind a dumpster or a column or something like that, and I can lean out to see him and he can't see me. So it's occlusion based. As long as I stay out of the view cone, I'm safer. Yeah, so you can go in and murder everyone if you want, or you can play very stealthy so that no one even knew you were there. You can literally finish the game without killing anyone. And the differences are the very violent pathway is hard in a different way. Stealth is hard in a different way. The very violent direct action path also consumes more resources. But it also, we track how many innocents you kill along the way. And so, if you're playing very violently, there are many more rats in the world. So you might go through a basement where that was empty if you're playing very carefully, and if you're playing very violently, it's full of rats. And they're hostile. Certain characters have different voice lines that they play based on whether you're being very high chaos or very low chaos. Yes, so the end games and the story outcomes are different based on your play style.
What I told you about. But you're at the Golden Cat, right? Yeah.
And there's a figure in the world called the Outsider, who is God and the devil rolled into one. Neither good nor evil. He's an observer. He lives in the void. And the game does not take place on Earth. It takes place in an empire called the Isles. And the Outsider appears to figures who are pivotal to history and grants them supernatural powers, and then observes how they use them, whether they abuse them or use them carefully. And supernatural magic comes from the Outsider. When you acquire a new ability by spending runes, you can later collect more runes and take the ability to the advanced level. So there's 2 levels of all the abilities. And let's take possession for instance. At level 1, you can possess animals like fish or rats. At level 2, you can possess human beings for longer.
Maybe you should dress up like her. Yes, I think I should like to teach her a lesson.
Are you okay?
There are also, if you collect money, you can buy weapons and weapon upgrades and change the way your weapons work. For instance, your sleep darts, you can buy an upgrade that lets them work instantly instead of after 2 seconds. There are also things called bone charms that are small supernatural perks. A good example of a bone charm is whenever you encounter a horde of rats or you summon rats, some are brown, some are gray, some are white, some are black. And there's a bone charm that says, when you encounter a white rat, if you eat it, you gain mana. And so, like, that's just one example. There are 40 different bone charms. Dishonored is single player only. It's handcrafted missions, and very much the pace is player driven. The player can play very fast or very slow as he wants. Dishonored comes out for PC, PS3, and Xbox 360 on October 12th in Europe.